Yo, what is good, people? Paris the Force back at you with another reaction. And this one is top 10 scariest rides. Alright? Scariest ride. We did the roller coaster one. I kind of like that one. I kind of want to venture more into uh, theme park type of things, accidents, terrifying, anything that will draw attention, pretty much. Uh, so this is the fear of heights edition. So let's get right into the video, shall we?
If you've been watching this channel, you'll know that I talk about roller coasters on a regular basis, but there are just so many other types of rides that are just as scary or even scarier. For this video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the scariest non-coaster rides out there. The term scary is pretty vague though, so for this list, we'll be focusing on scary as in the fear of heights. So as voted on by the fans, here are the top 10 rides most likely to give you acrophobia.
I don't like heights, by the way. I mean, I did do bungee jumping once, but I instantly regretted it, man. Let me know if you have a fear of heights.
Number 10. Edge Coaster at the Philippines Sky Experience Adventure. Let's start off this list with a trip to Cebu City in the Philippines. This city is known for its historic religious buildings and beautiful vistas, but within the city, there's an extra special treat for thrill seekers downtown. Located atop the Crown Regency Hotel is an amusement park named Sky Experience Adventure. This park features a rock climbing wall, a glass skywalk, and a truly terrifying ride named Edge Coaster. Despite its name, this ride isn't technically a roller coaster since it isn't powered by gravity, but the terror it instills in riders nevertheless makes it a noteworthy thrill ride. Don't be fooled by its speed. This slow-moving powered ride will do more than enough to rattle your fear of heights. Passengers start by boarding a two-person ride vehicle. They then navigate around the edge of the building, facing outwards towards the city's skyline. As if this wasn't enough, the ride vehicles tilt downwards. The force of gravity pushes them towards the edge of their seats. Riders will no doubt feel like the ride vehicle is going to break off at any moment, but the masterful magic of engineering keeps them in place. This one-of-a-kind attraction is a masterpiece of fear extraction, and if you think you're brave enough, feel free to book a ticket to Cebu City and give it a shot. Number 9. The Sky Slide at California's OUE Skyspace LA. While this is certainly the shortest ride on the list, there's no questioning how terrifying it is. Located in Los Angeles' iconic US Bank Tower, this slide is part of an entertainment venue named the OUE Skyspace. This venue features a bar, an observation deck, and of course, its signature glass slide. This rectangular slide is composed almost entirely of clear glass panels. Passengers board simple fabric mats and make their way downwards. While only a few seconds long, the fear this slide invokes proves that big scares can indeed come in small packages. The phrase "don't look down" undoubtedly applies here, as the glass slide gives an absolutely petrifying view of the city below the sturdy but fragile-looking glass. With around 1,000 feet standing between this slide and downtown Los Angeles, it certainly had its fair share of terrified screams over the years. Look down if you dare, but if you're afraid of heights, this slide could very well be your worst nightmare. Number 8. The Cloud Scraper Zipline at Colorado's Royal Gorge Park. Next up, we have the first of 3 Colorado rides on this list. There are countless ziplines out there, perhaps more than one can possibly keep track of. But if you're looking for the most terrifying zipline of all, one can easily make the case for the Cloud Scraper. Just like the bridge, the Cloud Scraper takes guests over 900 feet above the Arkansas River. The view down below is like something straight out of a Wile E. Coyote cartoon, and the vista is truly breathtaking. Guests will slowly make their way across the giant chasm. With only a harness standing between you and a deadly drop downwards, this is not recommended for the acrophobics out there. If you're a hardcore thrill seeker though, head on down to Colorado and test your limits. Number 7. The Infinity Ride, made by Dutch manufacturer KMG. You may remember this ride from my 20 insane and unique carnival bicycle rides video, but for those of you who've never heard of it, I'll sum it up. This one-of-a-kind flat ride was first built by Dutch manufacturer KMG in 2016. This monstrous ride stands at a staggering 213 feet tall, or 65 meters in metric terms. This makes it the tallest portable looping ride in existence. Riders sit at the bottom of a massive arm and are hoisted into the air while rotating sideways. As you can imagine, the positive G-force achieved at the bottom of the descent is insanely intense, so much so that German regulations prohibit the ride from making more than one complete rotation. Nevertheless, the hang time you'll get at over 200 feet is flat out surreal, and just one rotation is more than enough to be memorable. Number 6. Giant Canyon Swing at Colorado's Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. With each swing, passengers are launched higher and higher into the air. Seats facing the edge of the cliff will give a wide view of the sky, while sitting away from the edge ironically gives a more terrifying view. This ride is both exciting and fear-inducing no matter what seat you're in, and is a must-have addition for any thrill seeker's bucket list. Number 5. The SCAD Freefall at South Africa's Orlando Towers. In case you haven't heard of these rides, SCAD towers are full-fledged stuntman experiences. At least that's how I describe them. The acronym itself stands for Suspended Catch Air Device. From personal experience, I can say the SCAD tower is by far the scariest ride I've ever been on.
Oh, hell no. Bro, you're basically free falling. I don't know, do they have a cord clip?
Personal experience, I can say the SCAD tower is by far the
Hell no, I ain't doing that. Bro, they just like cut the cord and you just fall straight Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Scariest ride I've ever been on. But out of the few of these rides out there, only one truly stands out. This one can be found at the Orlando Towers in Johannesburg, South Africa. Located inside a former coal plant cooling tower, guests start off boarding a metal platform and being lifted into the air. As the platform goes up, so does a large net. After reaching the top, guests are hooked up to a cord and lowered below the platform. With the use of a release mechanism, a park employee releases the cable, sending guests plummeting downward with no cords. After what feels like terminal velocity, guests hit the net, which is specifically designed to cushion the fall as much as possible. Guests will drop over 131 feet into the net below. As you can imagine, the drop down feels much longer than it actually is, and the fact that it's inside a cooling tower makes it that much more surreal. A fall like this is not for the faint of heart. If you think you can handle it, the Orlando Towers await you. Number 4. Zumanjaro Drop of Doom at New Jersey's Six Flags Great Adventure. In 2005, Six Flags stunned the amusement industry by opening Kingda Ka. At an impressive 456 feet tall, this intimate accelerator broke the record for the tallest roller coaster on Earth, a record it still carries to this day. As if it wasn't already jaw-dropping enough, the coaster's manufacturer managed to take it to the next level. A year after installing drop towers on Magic Mountain's Superman Escape from Krypton, Swiss manufacturer Intamin would install another 3 of these drop towers on Kingda Ka's structure.
Welcome to Hot Ones, the game show.
Oh, Beyonce.
The only show that gives you free chicken wings and then makes you pay for it.
How y'all gonna punish me for getting it right?
Hot Ones, the game show. New episodes premiere July 14th on True TV.
The result is Zumanjaro Drop of Doom, the world's tallest drop tower experience. Each one stands at an incredible 415 feet in the air. After boarding, guests are swiftly taken to the top. Just when you think you're about to hit max height, it keeps going and going and going until you eventually reach the peak. Upon reaching the highest point, riders will be stopped at the top, possibly allowing for a few seconds to rethink their life decisions. Before you know it, you'll be plummeting towards the bottom, gaining more momentum as you descend. As it picks up speed, you may feel like you're going to crash into the ground, but before you know it, the brakes will kick in and you'll be sitting in your chair with a look on your face that has "holy shit" written all.
Oh, what if the one in the brakes don't work though, man? I don't know, man. You always got to think about the what is, man. Final Destination stuff right here, man.
Over it. Number 3, Pterodactyl at Colorado's Cave of the Winds Mountain Park. Ever wanted to jump off a cliff without dying? The
Nope.
Cave of the Winds is the place to be. Located in the town of Manitou Springs, this park offers tours of its titular cave, as well as a zip line and even a cliffside ropes course. But by far its most thrilling attraction is the recently added Pterodactyl. This swinging freefall ride is nothing short of psychotic. After boarding and being strapped in, your seat will slowly face downwards, bringing you face to face with the inevitable drop. All of a sudden, you'll find yourself plummeting 200 feet down at around 100 miles per hour. This freefall sensation gives the illusion of falling to your doom, but the cable above will quickly swing you back upwards. The fun doesn't stop there though, as you'll swing back and forth over the deep chasm, with the wind in your face and your sense of composure possibly in the blender. If you hate big drops and somehow still insist on riding this, you'd better bring a clean pair of underpants, because things may end up messier than the second season of True Detective. Number 2, Falcon's Fury at Florida's Busch Gardens, Tampa. One thing's for sure with this ride, it ain't your grandmother's drop tower. Oftentimes when I get into a debate on what the best drop tower on earth is, this ride comes up on more than one occasion. Also built by Intamin, this prototype model is officially known as a sky jump. Ordinarily, drop towers would simply plunge passengers from the top. But something else happens that takes this Falcon's fear factor from a 10 to an 11. Upon reaching the peak, passengers are slowly tilted backwards into a face-down position, with only the restraints to keep them from falling to the ground. After what feels like ages of anticipation, the clutch is released, and passengers plunge downwards back to earth. Just seconds before reaching the bottom, the seats swing back into a sit-down position, leaving guests to contemplate what they just rode. It may not be the tallest drop tower on Earth, but many agree that its tilting seats make it even scarier than Zumanjaro.
Yeah,
and for
like
those of you in Europe, you can
straight
get a taste of this ride at Sweden's Gronelund. Here you can find a smaller, but still amazing sky jump named Ikaros. Hopefully we'll get to see more sky jumps pop up, because these things are, in the words of this generation, totally lit. At long last, we've come to number 1, which is every single ride at Las Vegas, Nevada's Stratosphere. World famous among thrill seekers, the Stratosphere Hotel and Casino features an amusement park on top of the building at around 1,000 feet in the air. Over the years, the park has added a variety of attractions to take full advantage of its mind-blowing height. Among those still operating are the following. First, there's Big Shot, an S&S space shot ride that launches riders over 1,000 feet into the sky. On its own, it's far from the tallest drop tower, but the view from the top is perhaps the scariest of all time. Next is Insanity, a flat ride that spins riders above the Vegas Strip as they face the ground. This photogenic ride is so unbelievably insane, it's featured in more YouTube thumbnails than you can shake a stick at. Riders will rotate around the center axis repeatedly, likely spouting out various four-letter words in the process. Perhaps even scarier than this ride is X-Scream, an astoundingly horrifying ride that sends a train full of passengers off the edge of the building, hanging them in place before sending them back to the boarding station. It looks like something straight out of a clickbait thumbnail, but rest assured, this one is real, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a ride that's scarier looking than this. It looks as if there's nothing to stop it from plummeting to the ground, but like I've said before, the magic of engineering is in full effect. Finally, there's Sky Jump Las Vegas. This is a bungee jump-esque ride experience that drops riders hundreds of feet to the ground on a controlled high-speed wire. Notable enthusiast Taylor Bybee of Coaster Studios had this to say about it. Holy crap! And that pretty much sums up the Stratosphere. It's further proof that Vegas is much more than slot machines and ending up on the roof after your bachelor party. It's chock full of unique experiences. And if you're a thrill seeker, the Stratosphere is a must-do. Before we wrap things up, I just want to give a special shout out to my new Patreon.
Alright, well that's gonna do it for this video, man. Oh man. Did I say my balls would go? I meant my balls would go up to my stomach. Oh man, looks like I ain't going to Vegas anytime soon, brother. Yeah, man. So I don't know how some of these people do it, man. I don't know how they get that adrenaline rush. I don't have it. But anyway, with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys want to see more videos like this, scary things, scary videos, scary attractions, scary, whatever. whatever you guys want me to see, let me know in the comment section. Um, also follow my social media. They're in the description. Follow my Twitch because I am gonna be streaming there pretty soon. I just got my my capture card, so I can stream my games now from my PC. So yeah, check out my Twitch in the description. Check out my social links. Like I said, if you made it this far, leave a like on the video, comment, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell. So whenever I upload a new video, you'll be the first one to know. And share the video. Share the video. I don't care. Just share it. Whether if it's the video or is it because of me, just share it, please. We need people to know about us. Okay? Come on. See y'all next video. Bye.